Hey guys, it's Miss Southern Belle with extra pair of glasses. I'm going to try diamond paint. Anyway, I had done one, but you get like, let's see, I'll show you. Just hang on. Y'all know me, I'm all over the place. Okay, now I did a video of this one right here, but you get more than one. You get 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think they're considered bookmarkers. I don't know if I want to make them a bookmarker, so I'm going to do another one. I don't know which one I want to do. They're all so pretty. I like the green one, the way it's designed, so I'm going to do the green one. And I'll look for the numbers. Let me put on my extra pair of glasses, guys. Oh my goodness, I have to, you can see that other one, how it turned out. This is the one with all the colors. Isn't that pretty? I'm gonna, you can push me forward if you don't want to sit through the whole video. I know a lot of people got a lot going on in their lives and everything. So if you're not patient, I get that, Oh, Lord. First of all, you have to pull the little, when you get these, they have these little sticky things. Sometimes you fight with them. See how it pulls off? And it's made of plastic. Okay. So some of the things I've already opened very carefully. Everybody's like, "Miss Isabel, did you open that carefully?" Yes. So usually down the middle it has number 5, which is this really rhinestone looking one. So I'm going to get started and pull out a few of the beads. I usually start by the center. You can start however you want to start, where you want to start. But that's the way I do it. And then I uncovered this, yeah. And I usually get an extra little set of gum, or whatever you want to call this. Some people call it gum, some people call it glue. I just call it, I don't know what I call it. So I'm going to start with these little glittery ones. I hope everybody's having a good day today. Today is Friday, and it's, oh Lord, that was a lot of gum. It even got on the bead. Like, okay. Now, this lady told me to use another thing, but okay. Alrighty, now, she's probably watching me right now. She said, why aren't you using that device? I taught you. I don't know. I don't know. So I will just deal with this for right now. Y'all just forgive me. Well, now let's talk. Okay. Is everybody having a great day? I know it's Friday and everything. I usually, oh, that gum stuck to my arm along with some beads. By the way, that does happen. It looks like somebody cut your wrist or something. Oh, that's birthmark. I didn't know I had that. No, I'm just kidding. Sometimes I beat the gum up in there. Okay, guys. Sometimes you just get stuck to things. I'm just having a sticky day. I went to the post office. I had to get a bigger box to mail out something and everything. And talked to a few friends. My best friends, Scott and Ron. I didn't talk to Ron yet. He's such a busy guy, He's probably, busy and getting ready for his next adventure of who he's going to help. He helped the kids for school in Waverly District. So, no kidding, this thing is light as a feather. Oh my God, that would be a good song. I'm light as a feather. My name is Heather. I walk down the road, singing the song, I'm light as a feather. Ooh, if I was, everybody said, girl, I could pick you up and put you in my pocket. You might be hearing vacuum cleaners and stuff. We got the cleaning people. Judy has them come on Friday. I just come in here because I want to get out of their way and everything. Man, I went to the foot doctor not too long ago. She put this stuff on my foot, and I took a shower afterwards, but man, does it burn when they put that stuff on your feet. And I did wash it off, but it sure did singe it. I don't have any complaints. I'm glad to be alive and have good friends like you guys to watch me through this video trying to make this feather come alive. Sometimes you want to just get all these colors in here and hurry it up, but you just have to be a little patient with these diamond paintings. If you ain't got no patience, you might as well forget about it. Let's look for that 5. I don't remember. This is G. Let me see if there's any G's in here, so I won't run over that one again. Okay. And we have like this is D, so we know D's in there. Let me get rid of these that are down here. I'm gonna step on them. It's like you're stepping in the grass here, and here's the feather. It's a lot of fun to do these. You know, it is time consuming. Yeah. It sure did turn out to be another hot day. It's been really hot here. We've been running that air conditioner like crazy. You guys having a real hot day today too? They keep telling Alexis keep telling me that the weather, to go out in the weather, be careful because if you have asthma or something, it could bother you or mess with you. So if you have breathing problems, please be careful out there, guys. Don't overdo it. I remember back in the day, whew, man, was it hot? You be wearing like the thinnest clothes you got and no air conditioning. The heat, you didn't have the money to have the air conditioning back in my days. And you had to do with just like, fans and stuff in the window. Man, you would just like, oh man, I'd be glad when it gets dark outside and there ain't no sunshine. Although we need the sun with our vitamin B. Or is it vitamin D? It's got to be vitamin D probably. It's probably D. We're doing D right now. And I don't know. It's just the world has changed and the heat. I'll bring these down here so I don't have far to go. The heat is just a killer out there. I think the sun is getting really close to the earth. What do you guys think? So, yeah. So I got these pills. They're gummies, and they say it's for, like if you're out in the heat and all, it's supposed to hydrate you. Shoot gummies. I'm like, how's that supposed to do that? That's not even liquid. So I took a couple of them. I don't know if that helps or not. I always heard pineapple's really good for hydrating your body. I don't know if y'all have ever heard that. So, yeah. What's the temperature where you guys are at? I haven't even checked that. I know it's hot, 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 hot. Yeah. I didn't go shopping today. Isn't that shocking? I feel like I'm on a new shop free. At least I'm not out shopping to death. You know, I don't do much of those auctions, that people go to. I'm just much on, just one person. People try to get me to connect to that other one. What is it called? That other, not Amazon, but the other one. Anyway, I won't do it because somebody said something on Facebook about them, and I'm like, well, maybe they're telling the truth. I mean, I know that person pretty well. So, I know he's pretty accurate on things. So I listen to you guys. You know how y'all feel about things. You know, that doesn't look the same. Is there another blue? Yeah, that might be E. Because that doesn't look like, yeah, that's E. That's E. D is darker than E. You know, if you got same color, and yeah, I know it is E. I'll show you. E is over here. It's a lighter color than, see? It's the light color and D is the dark color. I'm just letting you know. I know. I know. You probably say, Miss Southern, are you sure? Yeah. Because I already did one. And this is this is more darker. The D is darker. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Sometimes you have to do this because you don't know if you're making a mistake. You kind of put them, the E is darker or is it D? Or did I make a mistake on the D? Uh-oh. So the D is the E. Did I do that? Uh-oh. Guys, I did make a mistake. That is E. D is lighter. Wow. So all you do, if you feel like me, is move these off the E. So the D is lighter than the D. Okay. Don't get upset though if you're like me. Life is okay. This is why you really have to get your eyeballs on. And if you do this, don't get mad at yourself because I do it all the time. You know. And I mean, the world's not going to fall apart if you make a mistake. So the E is darkest. So that's where I made my mistake. So the E is darker than the D, and the D is lighter. Okay? Isn't that confusing? Oh my gosh, I already made a mistake and I'm doing a video. You know what, guys? I do make mistakes, so I can't help it. So I made a mistake. So I have to move this one, put it on the E. So the D is the light one. Yeah. The E is the light one. D is the light one. So let's put some D's in there so I won't get confused. That helps sometimes. Let's do that now. So there, I won't get as confused as I am. I'm already confused. See, these right here are probably D's. Yeah. So these ones should go down here to the E. Okay. Sometimes you can just move them around. Like so. But don't get upset if you do make a mistake. It's all right. I just made a mistake. So the E is the darkest one. Yeah, the E is the darkest one. So just take this one and put it on up there. I'm going to call this the boo-boo video. The boo-boo video. Watch Miss Southern Mel make a boo-boo. Hey, you know what, guys? I do make them. And I do them on coloring, too. And people say, look, Miss Southern Mel, it's not perfect. Yeah, you're right. I'm not. I always prayed I would be. And this is E, right? This is correct. Okay. And these are set in the right lane. Is the E darker? Yeah, the E is the darkest one, and the D is the lightest one. Yeah. So just bring it on down. Just have a mixed up situation, but we'll work it out. I'm just saying this is plastic, so you can make, just, don't get upset with yourself if you do make mistakes. See, you can fix them. Kids would really have a fit at themselves. Okay, the D is the light one. So here's the D. So that's the D. And the E is the dark. Okay. We're going to get through this. I'm going to do one side at a time. I'm trying to push myself. I think that's a good idea. Don't push yourself, because that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to push myself. Now, which one was this one? E. It doesn't look very dark, does it? Is it just me? I'm going to pull one of those other ones and put it on here, see if it's just me. No, it's not. That's the dark one. Okay. Don't look too dark, though. Yeah. And this is the light one. I tried watching this girl's video, but it was children's only. Could watch, make a comment. Not that she's reading a children's book, and I was like, oh. So, well, that would have been nice to hear, but, like, to get those. Okay, here's your dark ones. Oh, that should have been a light one. Yeah. So I'm going to put that. There's a D over here. Is it D or E? It's E. Okay. I'm confusing. Okay, these are all the dark ones, so we're going to put it over here. This is where I messed up, guys, on this side. I bet y'all say, dang, Miss Southern having a moment over there on that video. You'll probably say, oh my God. It's a blooper diamond painting. Don't get upset. Just first do your E's, get them out of the way. Put them far, far away from the D. Then you won't get as bad. The dark ones are the E's, and the light ones are the E's. Oh, I should say that. Oh my God. You're confusing me, Miss Southern. I'm confusing you. I'm confusing me. It is kind of comical. I think, sometimes you say to yourself, why didn't I do a sticker? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of trying new things. And don't be afraid of making a mistake. Okay, that was on the correct one, so you just push that one on up. I have a lot going on today. This could be, and don't do this while you got a lot going on. No, I'm just kidding. You do it. You go for it. Don't be afraid. I'm going to bring these light ones in here down. It's pretty, though, isn't it? Even though I always put glue on top of these things. Let me make sure I'm looking at the right thing here. I am. I'll put it over there so y'all can see that's what number 5 is right here. Especially I need to see. I made a mistake. Y'all say, oh, Lord, you made a mistake. Okay, the D is the light one. Yep, let's see right here. Okay. All right, we're good to go, guys. We're good to go. Everything's cleared up. Ain't no telling how long this video is going to be. I have no clue how long this is going to take me. Hey, just hurry up, Miss Southern Belle. Hurry, hurry. I'm hurrying, guys. We ain't got all day. Hurry up, Miss Southern Belle. I'm going, guys. I'm going. Anyway, see, you guys can see you don't have to get upset. Miss Southern Belle didn't get upset. It is what it is. You make mistakes. That's why I'm going to add glue. I'm going to put glue on top of this anyway, so I'll stay put. I bought some glue. They tell you what to do on YouTube. And I do it. I listen to some people. Probably not a good idea sometimes. I was praying yesterday really hard, and I think I'm feeling a little sensitive today about my friend in Canada who's had poison in her blood, Shannon, and Stephen Shannon. I don't know if anybody ever watches that video, watch them sing, but Shannon's been very sick and she went somewhere else in Canada. I didn't even leave a comment. I watched it and I cried, and I didn't leave a comment, Shannon, Stephen Shannon, but I cried my eyes out. She had to move to another area in Canada to get looked at, and she'll never walk again. Guys, please pray for her. You know, breaks my heart. I mean, I used to watch her when I was going through a lot, taking care of my mother and feeling down and out and everything. Her voice, her voice is so beautiful, and she would sing like, I tell her all the time, I said, sing like an angel, and she'd say, yeah, and she does sing like an angel. And when she was in the hospital, she kept saying, I have a song, I have a song. Sorry, guys. I just wish I could, tell her how much I care about her. Sorry, guys. I guess sometimes I get emotional, care about people, and, I wish them well and everything. I see things that people are struggling and going through, and I feel things. And I guess, people don't know what it's like to feel like that because they're not as sensitive about things, and they don't feel anybody else's hurt or pain or anything. Excuse me here. I hope I got tissue in here. Oh, well, I used to have tissue in here. Hold up. Give me one moment, please. But anyway, tell you, sometimes people think, you know, you know, I'm a good person and everything, and I feel these strongly things, and I'm not a ugly person, or I care about people, and people will just get mad and frustrated with me, and they get upset, and they don't know how much they hurt people, what they say and do, but your words can affect others, what you say and do, and how you say them. If that don't mean anything to you, then that's cool. You know how you are and why you do what you do. I try not to hurt anybody or say anything ugly about anybody, or and if I ever said or done anything to anybody, I'm sorry. I mean, I really am. But anyway, I misjudge a lot of people. Boy, I sure do. I misjudge them completely. So I hate to misjudge people. It's bad when you do that. But it is what it is. I mean, that's why I'm diamond painting too. Um, Try to relax myself and forget things and do something pretty. Because, sometimes when we sit down and we've had a rough day and, you know, we'd do some kind of craft. I was watching a friend of mine. She just had she does a lot of deliveries, and she delivers food and everything. She had a rough day yesterday, and I was watching her, and she just, people don't appreciate people. I understand that. You're right. People don't. You know, I think the nicer you are to people, the kinder you are to people, they end up being something. What did you do? Oh, I was kind to him. Oh, God, why were you kind to him? I don't know. I guess I think that because that's who I am, you know? You know, how people just, I don't understand why people want to hurt people, just deliberately. Let's just go out there and hurt them. Let's just be mean. That's what I don't understand. I mean, I told this guy, Christian guy, I said, I can't believe this girl. She knows this guy's going to get married. Now, I never said her name. And she had sex with him. Why would you do that? You know this guy's getting married. And you had sex with him. And I asked her that. I said, why would you do that? And she said, because it feels good. Yeah, but you're hurting somebody else. You're hurting the person he's going to marry. Or I mean, I don't understand. I guess what I don't understand is a lot of things people do to each other. Why do you guys hurt each other? And I'm like, why bother hurting each other? What if we all went around and did some things nice for each other? Just stop the hurting of each other. Stop, saying, having those drama channels. Ooh, that would be nice. You know, it would be wild if all the drama channels would turn over a new leaf and just have joy channels. I mean, you know, would that be so bad? Would it be so bad if you had one day of saying, could you say 20 things nice about somebody? I mean, would it hurt you to find something kind to say? I don't know. I'm just jabbering. Trying to put these gold ones in here. I think August is, everybody's having issues in August. August is a really rough month for a lot of people. Sometimes it's people's birthday. Remember, this is number 5. I'm not going to go in here without finding another 5. Okay, there is no more 5s. We are done with the 5s, guys. Now we're going into the dark ones are E. Sorry, I get to crying. I forget what I'm doing. That's the penalty of getting old. No, it's not really. Anyway, I see people getting hurt all the time. I see this little guy, he goes and does a video, and people just go directly in there and attack him. I mean, why you guys gotta attack each other? I mean, what is the pleasure of attacking people? Go in there and say something sweet. I'll bet you'd freak out if you had a good day with saying something sweet. Did you not have a egg and biscuit that morning? That's probably why I'm so upset. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, who made you? Why are you so angry to hurt others? I wonder what would happen if you were nice to that person, even if you didn't like them or just went in there and gave them some joy. What would it cost for you to make a joke or give people joy? I mean, 2 minutes of your life, 3 minutes of your life to say something nice to somebody. Hey, I like your shirt. Hey, your hair looks good. Hey, you know, I mean, of course, tell the truth, but, you know, I don't know. One time I was going to, this guy said, "Can I walk you across the street?" And I said, "I'm okay." He said, "Well, I do this because it's part of, it was something they were doing in the church. I have to do so many things and some kind of kindness or something for their church." I said, "Really?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, okay." So he walked me across. I said, "Okay, you can walk me across." I didn't want him to met. Yeah, he said, "Oh, thank you." He was thinking, man, he was the one being kind. And he says, "I hope I helped you, ma'am." I said, "You did." But I said, "What religion are you?" He said, "Jewish." I said, "Wow, this is cool." Anyway, it wasn't just, I just was curious, you know. It was something that they were doing. And we have a very large synagogue close by. You know, we have a lot of, matter of fact, most of the people over here are very, you know, they're Jewish, very kind people, you know. I actually went to church and they had Jews for Jesus and, you know, went to watch very, very different culture for me. But it didn't matter because I had a great time and the bonding was so unique. And I have friends that are Catholic. So it's not about the religion, really. I just was curious about that, though. Usually Boy Scouts do it, you know what I mean? There's no religion there. It'd usually be Boy Scouts. Have any of you ever been in the Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts? And um, did any, you know, like I was in something where, you know, you had to, well, it was kind of like, I don't know what you call it, but my mother put me in that program. It's like a program, and it wasn't a religious program. It was just a program for kids, and we made these boxes, you know, and you had to put like stuff in it for it to comb their hair and stuff. I was like 16 years old or something, and so we make them, and then we take them to old folks' home. I had an old lady. Now, mind you, I was young back then. I was like 16, and she had long gray hair. And she grabbed my hand and she handed me the comb. She said, "Comb my hair." And the class that you were in, well, of course, the lady nodded her head, "Go ahead." And I was so nervous because I didn't want to hurt her hair or, you know, make her. And I'd combed her hair and she'd hum, you know, like it gave her some relief having her hair combed. And I don't know if you get graded or anything or something. They put something like stars or something in the book or something. Very little I can remember, but the lady was so impressed. She told my mom, and my mom was so happy. But yeah, you take them like a comb and brush, and it was in a box, and they give it to the elderly people when you talk to them. You have to sit down and talk to them, and you have to be polite, and you have to prove. I don't know if you had to prove anything, but I'm assuming you had to prove something. And you had to prove your manners and everything. So I went to that program. I guess I learned how to have more manners, but it was really unique. And the D is the light, the E is the dark. Okay, we ain't gonna mess it no more. We gotta keep my eye on that one. And so I don't know. I took a lot of courses. I was really a shy person, yeah, and you wouldn't think that, would you? I'm so outgoing and crazy and everything, but I was very shy and everything, and I'm not much of a very affectionate person because I was by myself most of the time when I was growing up. I was kept to myself and everything. I was a sick little kid, you know. Had epilepsy, real bad seizures, and I was taking all that medicine. It made me dopey. And anyway, I'm better now. I'm just more, I don't know, lately I've been very emotional. And there's a lot of things going on in August. I keep to myself. I don't tell people everything about me. You know, I'm not like an open book like some people have a lot going on with them and they tell everybody. You know, I don't do that. I keep to myself. Yeah, I don't know if people know what's going on in my life physically and everything. You know, ah, I'm just glad I can be of service for my sister if she needs me. And I mean, I'm glad to have family and friends that care about me and everything. So I'm just lucky about that. I try not to worry about too much, but I do worry. Okay, you know, this is, I don't know. Sometimes I just gum this and just open. I know. It is so pretty. I was telling somebody, you know, oh, that just stopped. Somebody, that person's a diamond in a ruffle. You know, that if you had that person in your life, they're a great person to have in your life. You know, and I said that about Scott, that he was, you're lucky to have somebody like Scott in your life. Because when I was really sick, Scott, he was always calling me, and he still calls me. He's my best friend, you know. I feel like he is, you know, he knows me how I am and everything, and he's got me, you know. And there's very few people that get you how you are, you know. And if you have one good, decent friend, one that knows how your heart lays and everything, then you've got it made. That's true. We all know Jesus loves us and all that stuff, but you know, a real flesh and blood friend too. So, anyway, and you know, look how pretty this is coming along. This is like a really pretty color, you know. I don't know if it's blue or if it's bluish green, or what does it look like to you guys? You know, sorry I started crying. I think about people who really are truly never hurt a soul. Ah, see, there was a 5 in here. And they're going through so much. Never said anything to hurt anybody. And my heart goes out to them. If I ever hurt anybody else watching this video's feelings, I'm sorry. I want to own up. If I hurt you, I don't know what I did, but you know, if I hurt you by saying something that you didn't like, if I did that, I'm sorry. I apologize. Because I want to go ahead and apologize now, because I never know what I'm doing half the time if I hurt people's feelings or say the wrong thing. I like to own up to my mistakes in life. Isn't this pretty? Look at that. Look at those pearls. You know, this is, whoever made diamond painting, don't you think they made something really cool? I mean, but what I concern myself with is the beads that you don't use that you got laying back out. Now that's what I concern myself, because I do, how do you dispose of your beads if you don't use them all, or they kind of fly? I mean, yeah, I know you throw them away, but Is there a special way you should dispose these beads? Because now I hear about wildlife on the straws, but what about the beads? You know, we want to protect our wildlife. So I wonder how you should dispose of these beads so the wildlife won't get a hold of them. If you have a comment about that, put it in the chat, please, because I have been taking quite cock. I was going to ask, I don't know, who would you ask that question to? I mean, because if the, you know how some trash can get floated into the ocean, this can get in the, I mean, because this little thing right here could hurt a cat if it swallowed so many and go tear the intestines. But it could also hurt wildlife. So I'm wondering, how would you dispose these beads that it wouldn't hurt wildlife? Now, I kind of got some tape and I taped them down and put them in another container. It's like a, oh my God. I mean, you have to think about all the other stuff. I mean, do you ever think about that? I think too much, don't I? So, when we're doing these crafts, do we think about the wildlife after we throw it away? I mean, what do you do with the stuff? I put them back in the bag and rewrap them. Can you recycle? And I'm going to take the rest of the beads. I usually, like when I'm going to send uh, something to Scott, I'm going to send the beads that went to the project, but just in case if they fall off too. But that's what I'm going to do with his. But I mean, how do you guys dispose of these beads if there's a whole bunch left over? Do you put them back in the packet? I mean, do you think about that? I mean, I don't want, I'm just curious. I'm a curious person. But I would like to know because I do care about wildlife. And I have been doing differently. I take that really serious tape. Y'all talk about my taping. And I'll tape up the beads and I'll, make sure they're packaged trash differently than, trust me, I'll try to figure out how I can protect it. Now this one I did push in there on the right place. Look how pretty it is though. Look at the way, I mean, this is so pretty. I would like to wear something like this in my hair. Do you think I could? No. What about putting this on a hat? Wouldn't that be pretty on a hat? Now, I have a friend named Jack Gellman. He likes Indian stuff. Jack, if you see this, what do you think? He says, I want one. He probably would. I might send Jack a couple of these guys. Because he's Native American. I don't know if it looks Native American or what, but it sure is pretty. This is really a bookmarker, guys. Gosh, this is on here good. It won't move over. It's like some of the things I wish they'd move over. You don't have to do a big diamond paint. You could do the little ones. It won't take you a whole century to do. That's why I got these little ones. This looks like little pearls that people cut in half, too. It's amazing how they make these products, too. One time I went to a big festival in LJ. It was called the Apple Festival. It's supposed to be coming up in October. I haven't been in years. And I tell you what, them Chinese people, there was somebody from China or, Japan. They take these little things and they make these little picture frames with flowers, and I'm not talking big ones. I'm talking miniatures. And I thought, those are so beautiful. So I bought two of them. I bought them for my mother. My mother was alive then. And she had a fit of them. We travel with those things for a lot. My mother loved them. But I mean, even a little vase, I had that little vase with roses in it. I mean, it was so tiny. I don't even know why I bought it, but I wanted it because I was amazed by how tiny it was, the the artwork in it. And I just look at it. Sometimes I just pick it up and look at it. The amazement of everything to me, I was like, oh my God, this is just amazing, you know? So, having a fight with this bag, ain't I? And sometimes you get mad too doing this beading. Just kidding. No, I'm not. Trying to get the bags open is the whole project. Sometimes I'll be watching Ron. He's getting into it, and he'd fuss at something and say, "Oh my! I knocked all of it over." He sounds so funny, like he spilt some coffee or something. Sorry, guys. Got the sniffles from getting upset. Okay. Sorry. So, it was so funny. I got so tickled. Sometimes people tickle you because they're so funny. They knock something over. But it's not funny to them, but it's funny to how their reaction. Sometimes they get really, really mad and upset. And I don't want to. And then I say, oh, okay. I won't laugh about that one because they're really mad and upset, Because Trish was mad and upset too. She spilled a whole milkshake on her. I felt bad for her. I know what it's like to spill stuff on you. But she was trying to deliver it and it just fell right out of her hand. I'll tell you one thing. I'm going to tell you to you, Trish. One time I was coming back from LJ, Georgia. This when my mama was alive. This bee's fighting with me. And I had bought these beans. And they were good baked beans. I knew they were going to be good, but I put them down because I was just really aggravated. I had an aggravating day already. I had that dog with me, and that dog whined all the way up to the house, and she got on my last nerve. And so I was putting the food out, and my sister came in, and she don't. Sometimes I think she don't do nothing for mother, but I don't say anything. You get aggravated. You can have a moment of aggravation. You're entitled to be angry and have aggravation day. That is, we all get those. So I did have that, and so I had that moment of pure aggravation, and my whole day was crap on a stick. Nothing went right. Just crazy day, crazy, crazy day. I know we've all had them. Please, should I do this like this? Even if I did, I know that girls probably say, Miss Southern Belle. But anyway, my whole day was pure aggravated. And it looks like it's crooked, but I think it's the way the whole, this is just, it does look crooked though, but that's the way it looks. I mean, it's laying like that. Everything's even Stevens. So I had that pure aggravation day. You're probably thinking, go on with the aggravation day. We're wanting to hear that part. So I get home. I had all that food, and I pulled out those baked beans, and I missed the counter. Oh, I missed the counter. How could you miss the counter? Well, I wasn't looking where I was putting the food. I just assumed I had it going. You know how you just put something somewhere like, and you miss the whole thing? I'm like, oh, come on, man. You got to be kidding me. And I missed that counter. I wonder if there's going to be enough of these. Ease. Should we say a prayer? Anyway, so I missed the whole counter. And the beans would hit the floor, and I was so angry. And my sister, the most impatient person I thought in the world, She goes, "It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay." Because you could see a tear going in my eye because I was so upset. I even cried. I was so upset, and because I just spent all that money, the floor's messed up, and I really wanted some of those beans. And I just started crying over the whole situation. And I said, my sister just looked at me. She said, "It's okay. It's okay. I'll clean it up. It's not the point." It was just, the whole emotional day was rough. I mean, have you ever had one of those? Oh my God. I thought I was going to pull my hair out. Yeah. But my sister, she said, "It's okay. It's okay. It's okay." She could tell I was just really having a moment because, you know, have y'all ever had one of those days where you felt like, it's like that song that Elvis Presley sang. You ever have one of those days when nothing is right till morning and night? You ever have one of those days, boys? You ever have one of those days? You wake up in the morning, da do 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 do. Ah, I felt that song just hit me hard that day. So that was the song for that day. Yeah. I hope we got enough ease. That's going to concern me. This is probably going to be a long video. How much have we gotten to? I don't even see the time. Is it playing? 31 minutes. Yeah, it's going to be a long one. I was like, is it playing? One time I was sitting here and it wasn't running at all. Hopefully it is running. If it ain't, I'll be looking up and laughing about it. That's all you can do. If it ain't playing, I'll be looking up and say, "Oh well, I did that before." When I was doing that, let me just look up, guys. Is it playing? Yeah, it's playing. We're taking 2 minutes of your time just to see if it is working. Are we on? Is it up? Is it up? No. Yeah, actually, it's 30 minutes into the time. Sorry, guys, 30 minutes into the time. Well, I was trying to get one of them done. And then somebody said, "I'd like to see another one done, Miss Southern Belle." I said, "Okay. This will be the one." They do take some time. Time is on our side. I'll tell you one thing, you got to take time with the elderly people. When you're taking care of somebody, you get them all your tender love and care. You know, I've never gotten to be taken care of. Nobody's ever, taking care of me as far as, going, doing the little stuff. That never happened in my life, which I'm not crybabying about it. But when I was younger, it happened, but when I got older, it never happened. I was always the caregiver, which I don't mind. I really love taking care of people. I like to see them smile and everything. And I have taken care of some people. I had a friend who was blind, and she was mean to me, and I do for her, and I'm like, wow. And I got kind of tired of it. I'm like, really? You're mean to me after all? I come to her house, I take her shopping, and all that, and she was, and I take her out to eat, and she was, kind of short with me and everything. And I'm like, seriously? And I said, I wanted to be mean back, and I said, that ain't right, girl. Girl, that ain't right. Like let go of her hand. No, I'm just Let her walk on her own. No, I'm just, you know what I'm talking about. You know, but she was kind of short and hateful to me, and I'm like, why are you being mean to me when I'm trying to help you here? I can't understand that. Man, let me adjust this. Is this looking kind of funky to y'all? This bead is having a strike moment. I don't know. I'm going to just let it go. But anyway, she would get short with me, and she was intelligent too. She was very smart, and I couldn't believe that she would be that way towards somebody who was caring to her, you know? I mean, if somebody cares about you and goes out of their way to do for you, you think, geez, well, at least don't holler at me and be mean to me. I'm thinking, wow, you might want to drink. I told her, says she need a Snickers candy bar. I'm going to start telling people that. You need a Snickers candy bar. Get back to your old self. I'll never forget Randy telling that to me. I said, gosh, she was all hateful all the way up. And he says, Susan? he would crack me up. I said, yes. Judy is like, food to Judy is like a Snickers candy bar. When you get it in your system, you feel much better. And I said, oh, okay. And it was the way he said it. I got so tickled. And he was just so funny. I miss him so much, you know. Yeah, sometimes he was a little hateful and picking on me, but I still loved him, you know. You got your good points and you got your bad points. You still love him. But he would crack me up saying that, you know. He was something else. He was a very, very intelligent man. He was in a lot of physical pain because of his rheumatoid arthritis, and he had heart problems and everything. So one time I'd be, I was cooking for him and everything. I'd clean their house and cook for him. I went over there and I opened up a can of that hash. It's called hash and the can. I'm sorry I said it because it turned him against it. I said, this smells like dog food. He says, he looks so funny, and I cook, and I said, it's dog food for you, Randy. He said, I don't want any now. And he said, it might be spoiled if it smells like dog food. It's probably not spoiled, but it smells like dog food. And after that, he says, I never want a canned hash from anywhere because of Miss Susan. Oh, my God. I'll never forget that. It did smell to me like dog food when I opened it up. Ugh, it smells like dog food because I had a dog. I said, you're eating what Tonka eats. It was so funny. I'll never forget that. Oh, me. Good old days. And I wanted one of those hot dogs when we went to New York City. I don't know if y'all have ever seen those stands out where the hot dog guys are. And then he says, and Judy said, you're not going to eat one of those hot dogs. She kept insisting I wasn't allowed to have that food off the vendors. And I wanted one. My stomach would growl every time. And he made it clear why. Okay, he said, you're going to keep on about them hot dogs from them vendors. I won't tell you why. I said, okay. He says, see the armpits and how hairy they are under the arms and how nasty, slobbery they look. That's why you're not going to want one of those now. You might get one of those hairs from under their armpits. I said, ooh, no, I don't want a hot dog anymore. I was waiting for one. And it was that right there stopped me from wanting it. She says, see, Judy, you got to do it my way. She started laughing. Oh, it was funny. We had good times. Judy was always lucky when we went to Mississippi. When we went to Mississippi together, she would win. I mean, that girl would win hands down. And I never won unless she was standing beside me. She was like a good. Come, I said, come here, Judy. Come here. She said, what? Stand right here. And sure enough, I'd win. I don't know why. I'm like, thank you. She says, you win? Yeah. Oh, cool. She'd be happy for me. And I bought a pair of shoes with a. I won $77. I was so happy. I stopped there though, because guys, I'm not lucky with those casino thingies. So I stopped at 70, and I went and bought me a pair of tennis shoes. I still got those shoes. I still got. That was 100 years ago. They're riding. No, I'm just kidding. No, I still got them. I ain't letting them go. I'll never, because I don't want to keep them as a memory. I don't think I can wear them because they're kind of weird anyway. I did wear them back then. I have worn them once in a while. I might wear them and let y'all see them. And then you'll say, "Show us those shoes." I might show them on a short and say, "Here's those shoes, guys." That I might as well just say I won. Yeah. Let me get closer to this side. You can see that side, how good it looks. I don't like to reach over. I get stuck to everything if I do that. But Judy, she was like a good luck charm. You know, Judy is lucky because she don't do anything. She don't take advantage of anybody. She pays her way in life and everything. I think God sees it. I think God sees what kind of person she is, and He sends her luck. But sometimes, like even when people do us wrong, she stays good. You know, I said I can't be like that. I can't just but she can. I mean, Mother was like that too. Mother would not be angry if somebody, but she'd get angry. But, you know, she would do it a different way. I would get angry. I just blow up and then I'm over it, you know. I don't drag it along. Some people drag it along. Sometimes I do. But I don't get angry. I get hurt, you know. I get hurt and I just wish I could work it out. You know, and try to fix it, you know, fix the situation. But some things you can't work out, some things you can't fix, and I know it. I just hate that too. Have you ever wanted to work something out with somebody and you know it's never going to get fixed? That ship has sailed. You might as well forget that, Miss Bill. That ship has sailed. You will have to go on and put that one in the box and let it go. And I said, I hate that. I hate to hurt. You know, I hate that it didn't work. Um, you know, I just hate that, you know. I just wish you could work it out or, you know, make amends. You know, it's just like war. I wish we could just put our guns and weapons down and have peace, you know. But we ain't going to do that because we always think we're right or there's no reasoning with each other because you think you're right. And, you know, there is no neutral ground. So you just, you know, you have to let people go, you know, even though you don't want to. They don't want to be your friend. You just got to let them go. Just let them go. I used to take, when I knew I had to do that, I'd take their name and write it down and put it in a jar and throw it out in the water, you know, and let them go. It's just shame, though. You know, it's a shame that people can't stay friends because things that's, I don't know, it's just a shame, you know. But, you know, you have to accept people for who they are. You know, let them go. And walk away in peace. I have friends I'm still, you know, known for years, like 25 years. I haven't talked to them in a while. I know that their mother's passed away and everything. I'll see, go over there and say hello to them once in a while. One lives in, she lives in Georgia. I thought about going and seeing her, but I know she's got a lot going on with her. She's got kids that ain't even her kids. And she's a good mother. She's very strict and everything. Look at that. Look how much I've gotten done. Isn't that pretty? And they're so pretty once you get them done. And once you get them done, it's the reward for yourself. You know, that's the way you got to look at diamond painting. You got to think of it when you finish with it, the reward. Oh, look, I forgot to do that E. You got to look at it like, hey, I did this. You know what's fun is when you give it to people. You know, like, they're like, oh, I'd like to have that, Miss Southern Belle. You would. Something I made, you know, it's really cool, you know. It's like when I got those two things, like even Martha made that little card. That was so sweet, you know. That's personal, you know. You know. I mean, for somebody to send you something, make it for you and send it, you know. That's very personal. I'm sending Scott a bunch of stuff. He always says, I love getting those personal things. He does. He really, and it feels good too when he tells me how much he loves everything, you know. Me personally, I like getting cards and letters and, you know, nothing. It don't have to be a big thing. One time I knew this lady, she had 5 kids, and I sent the kids something. They sent me a thank you card. I kept those. They're probably in a scrapbook somewhere where they sent me a thank you card. It was so nice. They make little pictures and all. It was so cool. You know, puts a, you know, a warmth in your heart when people appreciate things. You know, little cards and stuff, you know, that the parents would sit down and teach them make thank you cards. Those days are gone, you know. People don't do that no more. They don't sit them kids down and teach them make thank you cards. If you do, that's cool. You know, I'm gonna send, you know, that's cool, you know, that you take the time to show, you know, teach your kids to say thank you or make thank you cards and stuff. But those days are gone. You know, those kind of days are gone. Those days are gone, my friend. I hate they ended. I really do. The world has changed. It's never gonna be the same. The cards being made and the parents sitting down teaching their kids. Those days are gone. Oh, yes, they're gone. Sure. Okay. We are completely finished. I bet you guys are thinking, thank the Lord. Thank this video is over. Alrighty, guys. Here's my work for this video. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And you know, you start off these small things, it won't be so agitating, but look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Now, this is a bookmarker, and I probably will put some glue on it to keep it in. Now, I'm going to use this glue right here because this lady has keychains, so she does this glue. Now, the reason I'm using, I have the spray. I sprayed something that took the shine out, and I'm not taking the shine out of these. These are beautiful. Well, guys, this is Miss Southern Belle with a diamond painting feather video. I hope you enjoyed me chit-chatting It's called a Chit Chat diamond painting. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you stayed all the way to the end. And I appreciate you coming by and saying hello. And thank you for so much of your kindness and staying with me. Bye.